Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're all doing well, safe, sound, and embracing the wellness and happiness. Today I have a very special guest who will share his journey of English language, and we will ask him a lot of questions. So let's meet with him. Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Sohaib.
Walaikum assalam.
I hope you will be okay, fine. So actually, this just I want you to please share your story with my viewers. So our first question would be that just tell me about talk about yourself. I mean, introduce yourself.
First of all, thank you so much for having me.
Okay.
It's truly an honor to be sitting here with you.
Okay.
Well, to introduce myself to a wonderful audience, shortly, my name is Sohaib, and I hold a degree in English literature and linguistics.
Okay, great.
And by profession, I'm an educator, and
Okay.
I teach subjects like functional English, linguistics, and many more subjects that's related to BS level students.
Okay.
And because I believe a teacher should never stop being a student, I'm currently pursuing my BEd and empowering students to master English as well.
Great. Okay, so my next question would be how did you get this idea that English is a vital language in today's age, especially, and I should learn English language? So, how did you get this idea?
That's a brilliant question.
Okay.
And honestly, it's the million dollar question for many students.
Okay.
I realized quite early that English is not just a language. Like you study it in schools, colleges, or universities. It's like a very essential thing in our life. And in today's world, in today's age, if you don't know English, it's like having a high-speed internet connection, but only being able to visit one website. Whether it's tech, business, or even just understanding the latest memes.
Okay.
English is the primary currency.
English is the primary concern, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
English is the primary currency. And further, I decided to master it because I didn't want to be a spectator in the global conversation, and I wanted to be a participant. I wanted the world to hear that what a guy from Hungary Thalkot has to say.
Yeah. Okay, so my next question is that tell me about your journey. Like, talk about the criticism you faced while learning English and the obstacles and the problems.
Yeah, that's quite a good question.
Okay.
And I'm glad you asked that.
Okay.
When I first started practicing English, I had people telling me, "Why are you trying to sound like an Englishman?"
Okay.
Or laughing if I tripped over a long word.
Okay.
The biggest obstacle wasn't the grammar.
Okay.
It was the log kya kahenge. What will people say?
Yeah, exactly.
What will people say?
Yeah.
But here's the secret I learned.
Okay.
The people who spend their time laughing at your English are usually the ones who are too scared to even say hello in public.
Okay.
So I decided to treat the laughter as background music while I kept moving forward. I think we should avoid people in our learning journey.
Yeah, exactly. I truly agree with this statement. And actually, I want you to talk about the holistic approach that which you applied to yourself, and you expand your English, and you just brought the proficiency. So, could you please talk about that approach?
My approach was simple.
Okay.
I changed my environment, like my phone settings, my YouTube, my everything that are related to me.
Okay.
I convert all the things to English.
Okay.
Like when I'm thinking in English.
Okay, great.
Like when I want to learn something from YouTube, I watch videos in English. And many more. For example, if I'm making tea, so I would narrate the process in my mind in English. Like I add water, then milk, then sugar, whatever the process is.
Okay.
I just narrate the process within my mind.
Okay,
in
great.
English. So that's my simple approach.
Okay, and what do you think about those people? Most students, they're afraid of making mistakes. And so, do you want to say something on this thing?
About the mistakes.
Yeah, about mistakes.
Mistakes is like a guide telling us at what we need to work on.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a very essential thing in our learning journey. If we are making mistakes, we highlight that what doesn't work.
Okay.
And that helps us figure out what doesn't.
Okay.
Okay, and if we are not making mistakes, it's like we are not probably pushing ourselves enough.
Okay.
Okay, so the thing is, if you're not making mistakes, we're not pushing ourselves enough, or not we are not learning, or we are not doing something. Okay, that's the thing. And mistakes are like every fluent speaker, has been through the same process.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So that's it. Mistakes, I think we should avoid the people who are criticizing us. And if we are criticized by the people, if we're getting criticized, it's actually a sign that we are actually learning.
And I would say one thing here, like, every expert, like, was once a beginner, right?
Yeah.
So nobody, like, take this pressure, like,
it takes time.
Yeah, it takes time. Everything, takes time. Okay, so the next thing that some people, like, take pressure from laughter, okay, and they think about people's opinion, and the most common sentence, "Log kya kahenge." So could you deliberate on this thing? Like, what would be your own experience, and what would you, what would you want to say about this?
Laughter can be brutal, right?
Okay.
But here's the thing: people are way more focused on themselves than on judging you. And I've learned that if someone is laughing at my English or my English mistakes, that's because they're actually uncomfortable with your own language skills, not because I'm doing something funny.
Okay.
So own it, make mistakes, and just keep going.
Okay, great, well done. And in the end of this podcast, what would you like to say to my viewers, and what would be your, like, gentle advice from them?
If I could give you a piece of advice,
okay,
it would be: don't wait until your English is perfect.
Okay.
Just start now. Don't wait. If you wait, you'll miss many great things.
Okay, great.
So I think we should start now, from today.
Okay.
From now.
Okay.
And mistakes are a common thing.
Yes,
So I
great.
think
And
we should start
remove
now.
the lame excuses from for our lives, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so thank you so much for your precious time, and it's such a huge privilege for me to we just arrange the time and just have this podcast. Now, if you want to expand your English proficiency, and if you're English learner, so yes, this channel actually created for you guys especially. So please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful videos and podcasts like this. And stay with us and learn with us. Thank you so much.
Basta, dobarang,